beautiful moon. Y'all see that? Full moon. Can't get no better than that. Okay, good morning, hon buns. Monday morning. It's a full moon. I have no idea what the temperature is because it's cold, it's chilly this morning. So hopefully you guys had a good night's sleep. You had a great weekend. You got home, work, or your destination of choice safe and sound in one piece. No hassle, plus trouble, problems, or misunderstandings. And ooh wee, y'all. Now I went to bed about 9:30. I woke up about 3:30. Started packing up my kitchen. I mean, not the kitchen, the bathroom. And it took me an hour to pack my whole bathroom up. Well, everything except for what's underneath the sink, like the cleaning supplies and all that, right? And I left my, things for me to like take a shower and all that still in the tub area. But everything and stuff out, like for me to brush my teeth and do my face and hair and all that's still out. But you say majority of the cabinets are empty, the drawers are empty, my shelves are out of there, everything beyond that point. Exxon says it's holding at 239 on the regular. I have no idea what Shell is because I am too far from the sign, and Shell sign is not a digital sign like Exxon. They still put up the numbers. So Shell is holding at 269 while Exxon's at 239. Running a little bit behind this morning, so we got to get on with the get on the good foot. That means we got to get on the toll this morning. Normally I haven't been on the toll, only instead of doing 2 tolls, I had only been doing 1. So now we got to do 2 tolls this morning, which reminds me that I have to start putting in my change of address for all my bills and everything. And this little car better come on. I ain't got time to play with you. You gotta merge with the speed of traffic, not with what you want to go. Cause you're not gonna get over. Like the vehicle in front of me, this Chevrolet van, minivan, whatever it is, wasn't going nowhere. I don't know where they thought it was going. SUV, whatever it was, I don't know where they thought they were going. You're gonna have to get on the toll, freeway, or anything else at the speed of traffic. Either way, got that done and got everything in the living room. What I'm gonna try to do when I get off today is put everything in the car and take it over there to my uncle's and go from there. At least I have one room out the way. I put a load of clothes in the washing machine this morning, so they should be finished washing when I get home. So I just have to throw those in the dryer, right? And go from there. There'll be one room down, and the next room I will attempt to go ahead and get together will be the kitchen. And then after the kitchen is together and moved, then it will be what I can move in my living room. And take it from there. pickup trucks blind spot because they didn't see me on the side of them and tried to get over in this lane. And then when he saw it the last minute, then he, got back over in the lane he was in. It happens. Don't think it don't. I know people be upset. Sometimes I look at people crazy too. I'm like, what you doing? Like, you don't see me? If you're in a blind spot, no, they don't see you. They ain't trying to do it to you on purpose. You got some that will. This morning, I'm just not in that headspace to think that somebody's doing something to me deliberately. And, gotta get on to this job. I'm not. Get your happy self over. I don't have time to be playing with this truck because you don't know how to do your timing to get into a lane. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And one thing, if your timing ain't together, I need you to get that together because your driving is messed up. See, now this SUV that's in front of me, that's a different Chevrolet. They were going just fine. Now the vehicle who jumped in front of them at the last minute, their timing was off. Their timing was messed up. Get your timing together, people. Get your timing together. Do what you gotta do, but get your timing together. So, after I finished getting the bathroom together, right? I went back to my room and I sat on my bed and I started watching I Care a Lot. My best friend told me about it, right? And he was like, I'm telling you, the first 2 minutes you're going to be upset. You're going to be heated. He said, then you're going to just like be tight for the rest of the movie. And I'm like, what? And he was like, it's good, but I'm just telling you, you're going to be very much upset. And I was like, okay. So I'm watching the first part of the movie and I see what he's talking about with this lady, and the people that are sending these patients her way are basically corrupt people, trying to take people's assets, their money, and getting kickbacks from this woman for her using the courts to legally obtain welfare over the, certain people that their doctors have deemed that they need care, assistance, care, looking after, right? Who may suffer from arthritis, dementia, and things like that, right? And if their family is not stepping in, I guess, in time to help or resolve or come with some resolution or whatever it is, she's using the court in way of the doctor's office, this particular doctor's office, and this particular social worker, right, that do emergency hearings so they can have the court appoint someone as guardianship. And the guardianship is this particular lady who is basically taking these people's property, houses, jewelry, money, savings, whatever it is, and using it for her own personal, funding. And she's not putting it into a trust for the family. She's using it for her own personal gain. But once the people die, then she turns over whatever's left that she has not sold or gained financially. Gain financially from it, right? I was like, oh, this heifer, this hooker here. And I was like, oh my goodness. But this one patient, she got the wrong patient. Because this particular patient is tied to more scrupulous people than she is. And these people want this lady at all costs because she's a part of their organization. Now, they didn't already off the doctor because they already came and talked to this lady and told her to turn the guardianship over, go back to the courts, saying that, she has someone that's willing to take care of her, she's fine, there was a mistake that was made, whatever. They even tried to offer the lady from starting off $150 all the way to $300,000, right? And she was like, well, if you come with that means she worked a lot more. She was like, I want $5 million. They went to court, trying to talk to the judge, telling them what she's doing is, it's unlawful practice and this, that, and the third. That there was no representation for the patient. Their lawyer wasn't there, and this, that, and the third. And the judge was like, well, are you her lawyer? Did she retain you? Do you have paperwork that she's your client? And they didn't. So the judge sided with the lady, the guardian, right? And so they tried to break her out of the facility, the nursing facility where she had the lady. She had the lady basically on lockdown to where she couldn't call anyone, talk to anyone, or whatever. Then she had the facilitator there change up the lady's medication, either give her, stimulators or, things or sedatives or whatever. Just put her on soups and oatmeals. And, I mean, she was like really trying to break this lady. And the lady was like, she was like, you messed up because they coming for you. She was like, he's here and he's gonna come for you. And they had already told her, the attorney who tried to offer her the money the first time told her, things, you don't want things to go and get worse for you because the people that care for her, can make your life very difficult or not so difficult. And she was like, is that a threat? He was like, no, you may or may not, be in a position to suffer anymore. She was like, are you trying to say they'll kill me? He was like, death is inevitable. Everybody's going to die one day. We just don't know how that's going to go. And I'm like, this lady still is not willing to give up this woman, right? It's not like she's not giving her up because she really cares about her. She don't want to give her up because she done found the money in the safe deposit box. She done found diamonds. She done sold off this woman's house, her car, her watch that was $600. I think she said a $600 watch or $6,000 watch or something like that, right? And I was like, she think that she has this woman is a cash cow. Well, when I left, I paused that is because now the guy who was trying to help break the lady out of the facility, he has the guardian now. He has her in his possession, and she's zip tied to a chair. Looks like they're over, like, in some canyon area or something, right? So I'm like, okay. And she's like just waking up from the tranquilizer, so I paused it. So I got probably another 50 minutes or an hour left on the movie. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get into downtown. I got 5 minutes to get to the garage. Well, actually 5 minutes to get to the building. Technically 12 minutes. Which means nothing. Because this traffic ain't moving. For nothing. I don't know what's going on. But it is Monday morning. What can you say? What can you expect? you know it's coming on any particular day, right? You're going to be in somebody's traffic. But either way, what I'm watching so far on I Care a Lot is good. Now, I don't feel the tightening in the, like, how she doing this lady is, like, scrupulous. Like, it's, you just be looking like, damn, lady, like, you that money hungry like that? Like, you willing to take these people away from their families or whatever it is, also you can have their assets, right? That's the only reason that she's doing this, so she can have her assets. And I remember seeing a docu-series about that, about, you know, something similar to this. And where people have certain people appointed as their guardian, and most of the time it's not their family. It may be like an in-law, or somewhere down the line it could be somebody that was married to their cousin or something like that. Or you have guardians of the courts and not letting their family see them, nothing. Like, they have no contact with their, you know, their particular family member that the court has deemed a guardian over. That's not family. And I was like, and that's what this movie reminds me of. I was like, man, that's sad. That's like really sad. And I can understand how people are, can be upset and hurt. And, you know, so that's why, like, if you have a loved one that you know that really can't be by themselves, and if you're the guardian of them, or you're their power of attorney over their finances and health and stuff, that means you're supposed to take care of them. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Like, you're supposed to take care of them. And you got some family members that would do the bare minimum. And if the courts deem as that, you know, your family member is being neglected, they're going to step in. They're going to step in. They're going to remove, you know, your loved one from their home or from your home or wherever it is, and they're going to put them in a facility. You know, a state facility, a county facility, but they're going to be in a facility that you have nothing to do with, and you may or may not have access to see them, visit, or talk to them. It's whatever it is that the courts and the guardians deem that's best for their welfare. And, you know, as hard as that is, but you can also be brought up on charges for neglect of a loved one. I'm just being honest with folks. You know, people just don't understand. You are responsible, and you have to take care of who it is that you say that you want to take care of. Now, if it gets to a point to where you can't, and I understand you don't want, especially if other family members are not helping, you might not want to put your family member in a facility. I know I wouldn't. I would try to do all I can to take care of them. You know, that's like for, you know, my grandmother who passed. I tried to do all I can to take care of her. I wasn't letting her go to nobody's facility. You know, I don't know those people at the facility. I don't know how they would take care of her. I don't know if she would be okay or happy or mistreated or neglected or whatever. I wasn't trying to play them games. So that's why it upset me so much when it was coming down to her last days. You know, how family, I have one particular family member was like, well, maybe we need to put her in a facility. And what? Like, no, I'm asking y'all for your help to come help. Like, you know, spend time with her. You know, give me a chance to be able to get some rest or go run an errand, anything. You know, help me with her. And, you know, especially when it got to a point where my grandmother really couldn't, you know, get up and walk. And it just seemed like, you know, everybody else was like, I got things to do. And that just hurt me. You know, I took that personally. I took that hardcore. I took that personally so bad. And so, you know, when it comes down to mother, father, sister, and brother, you know, I'm not going to do them like that. No. if nobody's willing to step in and take care of them, then I will. But I'm not letting them go to nobody's facility. Only time I will see about a facility is if I really could not take care of him, like when my papa. I understand why my grandmother had him in a facility, because he had bone cancer. And he really needed someone to be able to handle his body in a delicate manner. And we couldn't do that, you know, without having his bones fracture or could possibly break or, you know, something like that. And that was too much for my grandmother to, you know, even trying to be cautious or careful. That was, you know, outside her realm or her range. So I know why she put my papa in a facility. Something like that, that's understandable, right? Anything beyond that, if it's beyond your scope and your realm of taking care of someone, I get it. Some people make their own personal choice, and, you know, that's what they choose to do. That's their business. I just don't choose to let, you know, strange folks take care of my loved one. That ain't my cup of tea. That ain't in my wheelhouse. So we made it over here. I'm gonna go upstairs and lock in all that ooh la la. I was supposed to throw this one away. I need a new mask. New mask. And this is a 3-pack. See, N95s. It's a 3-pack. I get them at HEB. So, new mask. Got one left. So, okay, y'all. Let me go in this building, and I'll be back. Hold your horses. Let's go to this over here. Park this vehicle and let's wipe this off. Park this vehicle. I'm going back to this Joel. Oh, goodness gracious. So hopefully by now you guys have gotten to work, home, or your destination of choice in one piece. No sounds of fuss, trouble, problem, misunderstandings. And overall, you have a good day, a great day, an awesome day, a beautiful day, a wonderful day. It is Monday. I understand people will try your nerves and your patience down to the last frazzle. Do the best you can to be respectful toward other people. They'll try your patience, baby. Excuse me. We made it over here to the garage. And like I said, I appreciate you guys commuting with me today, being a part of my drive-in.
To issue a ticket, move your hand past the motion sensor.
Before I left the floor so I can come move my car to the garage, right? One of my coworkers was up here talking about that he made some cornbread, right? He tried to offer me something, and me and another coworker just had a conversation with him about being vegan. And this other coworker is vegan as well. And he still came today and tried to offer me some cornbread. And I was like, okay, is it vegan? He was like, I use almond milk. I said, yes. I said, but did you put any eggs in it? He said, no. I said, does the package have eggs in it? He said, I don't know, it might have. I said, then no, thank you. So for him, I guess he didn't think about it. Like, you really have to read the back of your ingredients, because even though it may be only asking you to add eggs or milk to something, you know, or it's just asking you to add milk to something or eggs to something, doesn't mean that it's not a milk, like solids or byproducts of a dairy in it, right? or it can have eggs. So sometimes at the bottom it'll say contains soy, wheat, milk, eggs, something like that. That's not listed in the ingredients, but it'll say contains, right? So you just have to really read your packaging. So I have to, when I'm in the grocery store picking up stuff and it may look interesting to me on the shelf, I actually have to read the back of the package to see exactly what's in it. Now, when they're using words for, you know, certain chemical enhancements that they use in order to, you know, make it preserved to be on the shelf, I might not know what that is, so sometimes you have to look those up too. So it is what it is, and you eat what you like, honey. If it look good to you, you like it, you want to try it, to go on. And who's for anyone to say, you know, what you like and what you don't like? Your taste buds tell you that, baby. And you do what's best for you. Only time you can't do what's best for you is, you know, you're not in that capability to do so. So, but other than that, let me get on back to this building, and I will talk to you guys later.